Hi Flosstube friends, it's Liliana from I'll Be Stitching Forever. Welcome to my channel. Today is Wednesday, July 23rd. I warmly welcome anyone returning, new subscribers, or anyone who's just passing through. Thank you so much for deciding to stop and visit. I really appreciate it, and I'm so glad that you're here. So today, I do believe I broke a record. I believe that this is the first time that I've gotten 3 videos on my page within a week's time. So I don't know if this will ever happen again, but it's happening this week. So anyway, in my last video, I said that I was going to start using notes because in one of my recent past videos, I said I was going to share something and I totally forgot to share it. So I don't want that to happen again. And I decided to go ahead and have notes on my iPad. And I've got my iPad over to this direction of the camera. So if you see my eyes moving that way, it's because I'm reading off of my notes. I'm trying to make it not so obvious, but now that I said it, it probably is going to be obvious. But this way, I don't leave anything out, and I'd rather do that than say that I'm going to share something and then I forget. Anyway, so today I'd like to share all of my finishes. So these are just finishes. They are not FFO'd. I will make another video just for FFOs at the end of 2025. I will share everything that I have totally FFO'd, fully finished objects, whether it's in frames or pillows or whatever it is, and I will show it at the end of the year. So these are just finished and put to the side until I'm ready to do whatever it is I'm going to do with them. Some stitchers in the cross-stitch world community jokingly call it the box or pile of shame. However you choose to label it, it does not matter to me at all. I think it's funny. But for me, I've only been stitching since December 2022. So my oldest is probably only past 2.5 years. So not too bad. My pile isn't too bad. So anyway, I'll give you information on my finishes, but whatever I forget to mention that is really important to you, just ask me in the comments section and I will reply back as soon as I can. So let's start with, well, actually I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to share something else that I'd rather share right now. And that is a pattern that my friend gave me from a book, a Harry Potter book. And I will put a photo here or here of the photo of the book. She bought it off Amazon. And there is one pattern in there that I was very interested in stitching up, and I told her. And then one day she surprised me and she brought the pattern to me. And so it's called Hedwig. And so I'll put a photo of Hedwig and what it'll look like when it's finished. And so here is, in the book, here's a fun fact. It says, a dozen owls were used throughout the 8 Harry Potter films to portray Hedwig, with several trained for specific actions. Elmo, who loved being around people, could sit quietly in a cage or stay on a mark atop a piece of furniture. Ton, which stands for White Terrier of the North, it's spelled W-T-O-N, so I believe the W is silent, so that would be Ton, was used mostly for long flying shots. The owl most frequently seen on screen is Gizmo, who was trained to pick up letters and carry a broomstick in his beak. I thought that was interesting. So for this pattern, it calls out for 14 count celestial print or stitcher's choice of color, Ada, 10 by 12 inches. And then the stitch count is 59 by 86 stitches. Finished size is roughly 4 by 6. And the difficulty of stitching is easy to intermediate. So in here I looked and I don't see if it says cross stitch or half stitch in the pattern, but I'm guessing that it's a half stitch because it's using 3 strands. I don't know. I'm going to ask my friend to look and see if there's any more information on it. Maybe it was on another page. But it's using 3 strands, so I don't know if it's going to be a full cross stitch or if it's going to be a half stitch. I wanted to show that to you guys in case there's any Harry Potter fans out there who might be interested in buying the book. There's, I think there is YouTube reviews on the book, so you might want to check that out. Okay, so let's start with Butterfly. It is, it's called Butterfly, a kit by Designworks. And I started November 20 of 23, and I finished it August 2023. So this one's really colorful. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. Okay, and the next one is called Watering Can, a kit by Designworks also. The designer for this one is Marianne Savage. So I began this one in the beginning of 2023, so sometime in January, and finished it in March. And I still have not, I said that I wanted to put it in my greenhouse, frame it and put it in my greenhouse. Haven't done anything with it, obviously. Here it is. Still waiting to be fully FFO'd. And that one, both of those I used as a traveling kits. The next one is called Under My Umbrella, a kit by Realis. Artist is Galina Skabiva. I started this one October of 2023, but then I had to restart it. I had problems with it. And for those of you who follow me, you might remember what those problems were. So I restarted it in February the following year, 2024, and then I finished it August 2024. So really loved this one. The second time was much more enjoyable to stitch. Different count fabric, so it was great. The next one. This one is called Family Blessings Kit by Imaginating. Artist is Diane Authors. And I started this one in November 2023 and finished it November 2024. So I absolutely love this one so much. I just love it. So what does it say? It says, family, count your blessings, gratitude, harvest, traditions, give thanks, fall, autumn harvest. And it's so beautiful. And I definitely want to get this fully finished soon so I can have it up for the fall. This next one is called Mother Nature Halloween. And I just put it in this mat board just to kind of give you an idea of what it would look like framed. And I think I am going to frame it. Excuse me. So the pattern came from Just Cross Stitch Magazine, October 2023 issue. This is designed by Perry A. Hadi, H-A-D-I. Fabric I used is by Atomic Ranch Fabrics. It's 28 count linen. The name of the color of the fabric is Storm, and it's stitched 2/2. And I started it at the end of August, and I finished it at the end of October. So just before Halloween, I finished it. I recall that. Just before Halloween. And look at her dress, the details. I just had so much fun with this one. Really cute. So pretty. Lovely. Okay, and last but not least is Welcome Fall. And this one is, the designer is Jennifer J. Redman. The pattern is from Just Cross Stitch Magazine, October 2023 issue. It's on 14 count ivory Aida fabric. I started it mid-September of 2024 and finished it mid-November 2024. So it is in my pile for fully finishing. Okay, so now for plans. What are my plans? My plan is to choose at least one of these finished projects that I just showed you and finish it completely. Do whatever it is that I want to do. I'm thinking that I will maybe choose this one. I really would like to get this up for Halloween decoration. And the second one that I'd probably choose next is the Family Blessings. This one here. And I think I want to frame this. So they both may end up very likely in frames. This one would probably be another that I would like to frame. Or maybe make into a pillow. I'm thinking of giving it actually to my granddaughter, but if I do, it's going to be, I'm going to wait until she gets a little older. So she has a dachshund, so I thought it was fitting. And then this one, I mean, this one's so easy. It should be fairly easy to do something with this one. I might make it into a leaner. That's what another floss tuber calls it. She's stitching by the shore, Laura, and she calls it leaners. So you put the board, you finish it off, you know, nicely, and then you just lean it on something to display. And I think that's what I'm going to do with it. It's going to be a leaner. It should be easy. Okay, so I believe that's all my shares. Have you guys noticed my owls here that are on the table? I had bought these a few years ago at World Market, which was so close to me, I could walk there. And I did walk there a few times, but it's no longer there. They closed up shop. So the company is still around. It's just not near me anymore. So this is a half cup. They're measuring the cups. Half cup. This is a quarter cup. And the baby is a tablespoon. Isn't that cute? Am I still buying owl things? Yes, I am. I am. Pretty soon, I'm just going to have owls everywhere and drive my husband crazy. And this one here is a cookie jar that I bought at World Market as well. Yeah, I'm missing it. I am missing it. It has closed for a while now. I don't remember the year that it closed, but it's been gone. And under my cup that is wet from my iced drink is an owl coaster. My daughter bought this, a few owl coasters, and I just love it. Isn't that cute? So I got plenty of owls around to keep me company. Went to go see my new grandbaby. It was a lot of fun. She's so adorable. Oh, she's as cute as a button. And it was so nice to see my older granddaughter, how she reacted with her sister. And it's great. She's very protective of her. Oh my gosh. When I picked up the baby, she would say to me, "Be gentle, be careful." So I thought that was adorable. She's very protective of her, and so we had a nice visiting time with them, and I'm ready to go back because I miss her. I miss both of them already so much. But we're 3 hours away. It's not a lot. My husband's the one that does the driving, thank goodness, because it seems it's harder for me now to do a 3-hour drive alone by myself. So I'm glad he doesn't mind driving. And I sit and I cross stitch. I work on my projects during the drive there. And so anything else going on? When I got back, my sweet corn seemed to have grown another foot, getting taller. So I have right now in my garden, I'm growing sweet corn. I can see it from here. I'm still growing, of course, my strawberries. They're perennials. I'll always be growing them. My blackberry bush, I had cut it down to the base, down to the soil, to where you couldn't see it. It was just, and at first I thought, oh my gosh, did I kill them? Because 2 weeks later, I still hadn't seen them popping up. But they did. About a month later, they started popping up. So they're back. They're growing again. And then I have pumpkins. I don't know how that's going to do. This is the latest that I've ever sowed pumpkins. I just sowed it, when did I do it? A few weeks ago. But I'd say less than a month ago. And that's pretty late for me. But from what I read, it said that in Northern California, I can go ahead and sow them now. So I did. See how that goes. I have cherry tomatoes. I sowed the Sweet 100s cherry tomato, and I sowed the other one is Sweet Sunshine. They're the sweet yellow ones. But you know what? They're not so little. So they're like this already. They're like golf ball size and a little bit bigger than that. And I remember ordering it from Amazon. And I think they gave me the wrong type of tomato. So we'll see how that turns out. I hope they're sweet. I hope they're good. And then I got my bell peppers. They're growing, and I still have my zucchini plants. I have since sowed another one because the two that I have are kind of, they're getting old. They're kind of outgrowing the bed, so they're a little bit crowded. They're in there with my cucumbers, and my cucumbers are doing well. And then, and I might sow another type of cucumber. I'm thinking of doing that, and that's, I think, about it. Oh, I have sweet potatoes for the first time, and I love the leaf. The plant itself is pretty. It's like greenish and purplish, and then maybe I'll take a video of it and tag it at the end of this video if you guys are interested in seeing. But it grows out of the bed, so I don't know if it's supposed to, if it's trying to find more soil so it can create more sweet potatoes. And if there's no soil and they're just growing out of the bed, I don't know if that's going to cause a problem. I've just been cutting around it. So as it grows, I've been cutting it or taking the vine, because it is a vine, and so and wrapping it, making it go around the bed. So I don't know if that will help or not. I don't know. This is the first time I'm growing it, so I don't even know at what point it's ready to harvest. I have to look all that information up. Honestly, I took a sweet potato that I had in the cupboard that was already growing, it was sprouting in my cabinet. It was starting to sprout. So I thought, I'll just bury it in one of my beds and see what happens. Well, it worked out fine. That I did read that it could, there's a way of doing it, and I didn't do it the correct way. I just put the whole potato in there, and I was supposed to have done something else with it, but I didn't know. And so you run the risk of it rotting under the soil. But it didn't, and it took off, and it did fine. I'll just tag a little video at the end of the video, of this video, to show you what it looks like. And that's it about life updates, really. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad that you did, and I'm glad we got to visit. And I hope that you have a wonderful stitching weekend. Whatever time you're watching this, morning, noon, or late in the evening, have a wonderful one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.